led the way against the Timberwolves with 33 points to help the Lakers get their 4th straight win. Luka Doncic added 21 points, but he did struggle a little bit on his shooting on offense. So, Shady, overall, are you encouraged or discouraged by the Lakers win?
Absolutely. Listen, in any sports, winning is hard to do.
No doubt.
And if you can find a way to win when one of your best players is not playing well, that's a good thing. It's funny, like, I'll be thinking, like, sometimes in sports where you want the superstar to go out there and ball out.
Yep.
Let's say, like, I don't know, maybe it's your first time seeing Luke in the Laker uniform go to the game. You want to see that great performance, 17 to 19 shooting. You want to see all that. But you got to find a way to win games when you're not playing great. Because there's going to be games where he's going to play better than he's not. I mean, that's how good he is as a player. So I'm happy that the way they got to find a way to win. I think there's going to be more games like this where you get better competition, playoffs, late in the game, and you got to find a way to win even when you're not shooting well.
Yeah.
So I like what I've seen from the Lakers.
Yeah.
Chase?
Yeah, I love it too. Look, the Lakers 4 in a row, won 14 of their last 17.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And Luka's been there for 6 games, right? Yeah. So I know Luka's not shooting really well right now, but that's okay. And remember, you weren't on the show a couple days ago when Acho brought up a point about the new big 3. And I sort of scoffed at it, and I'm like, well, nah, like, it doesn't make sense. It makes a lot of sense right now because what the Lakers have is they have 3 guys that can take over the game at any point. Look, LeBron had 33 and 17. Season high in rebounds. The dude is like Father Time doesn't exist. And then Austin Reeves, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Just the stat line for the ages. It just seems like it's 20 points or more every single game with him. And then Luka's not shooting well. We know that. But you can still score 21 points. You can still have 13 rebounds, 5 assists, almost another triple-double when you're not. How are you guarding this team? Like, first of all, they're playing really good defense, right? Like, they're number 1 defense in almost every major category the last 17 games. That was an issue for us when we first started talking about the Lakers. Like, hey, can they play defense? Is Luka going to be the guy that is one-on-one? No, but they're teaching the attitude. They're teaching the effort. And when you have these big 3 performing like they are, and you're winning 14 of the last 17 games, right now, I think they're playing like one of the best teams in the Western Conference. So even if they got out to a big lead and then blew it a little bit, then finished it up, they're still winning games. Yeah. And quite honestly, that's all that matters right now.
Yeah, they should be encouraged for sure. There's no better feeling than walking in, I would say on a Monday because we played on Sunday. But, on a Friday, knowing that you did not play your best basketball and you still won the game. There's no better feeling than as a coach turn the table, hey, man, this ain't good enough, but we still won the basketball game. I'm encouraged because they got closers.
Yeah.
Listen, didn't show up in the second half to play no defense. They say, hey, man, we gave all our energy in the first half. Second half, we're going to take this half off of playing defense. A lot of easy buckets and all that. But when the game was on the line, even though Luka's struggling, you get a 1-leg 3. They were getting to the free throw line. Obviously, LeBron closing out a game. But I was encouraged because I'm like, they got dudes that can close out a basketball game and take over a basketball game, no matter how it may look on the course of the basketball game. And that's what I seen yesterday. Luka did not shoot the ball well the last 2 nights, the last 2 games at least. Yeah. And they still finding ways to win the basketball game. When he does turn it on, they're going to be blowing people out possibly because the defense is stepping up as well, too. So I'm encouraged by what I've seen by the Lakers, but when the game was on the line in the 4th quarter, when it got tough and the Wolves started making a little run, they said, hold on, we got the basketball, let's finish this game out.
This is what I'm most encouraged by because I had the same questions about defensively, how they were going to be. And this is the thing that I didn't take into account, is that when you have guys that are capable of passing the ball and creating shots the way that not just LeBron and Luka can, but Austin Reeves has done a nice job of creating shots for guys. That when you do that for your supporting cast, those guys defensively are going to get after it because they're like, if we get the ball back and I run the floor,
no doubt.
I might get buckets, right? As opposed to, I got to lock down, but I'm never going to see it.
Yeah. Like, I'm in the corner.
Yeah, and maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But the way they're playing and the way the ball is moving early on, like everybody's flying around, and defensively, that's making them really tough.
What do you think their biggest change is in defense? Because in the last 17 games, dating back to January 21st, right, they're second in NBA opponent points per game. They're only allowing 106, which is really good. First in opponent field goal percentage per game. Is it just effort? Is it J.J. Redick? Like, what do you see out there that's made the big difference?
Some of it is the personnel. So you get Jared Vanderbilt back. You get Dorian Finney-Smith feeling comfortable. So now you got two 3-and-D wings that really changes the dynamic. And then it's there's been schematics with JJ,
Yep.
and he's got these guys believing that we have enough, and if we play hard, like everything else will come together.
Gotcha.
And so now Luka, and by default, like now Luka and LeBron kind of have to get after it too, right?
Yeah.
So I think that has worked. Now, there's also been teams have not taken full advantage of what they're not great at. And that's what Minnesota did in the second half. After Ant went out,
yeah,
which
what's
is you just got to run.
Right.
Like you got to make them play transition deep.
transition.
You got to make LeBron and Luka get back so that when they don't make a bucket and they're complaining of I didn't get a call, you're now going 5-on-4 the other way. That's how Minnesota got back into this game. That's how Charlotte beat them. And so that's my one question.
Yeah.
But as far as the big picture, when you get to the playoffs, the game generally slows down. So that's not going to be as big of an issue. So I underestimated what the chemistry can do when you get everybody involved and everybody gets touches, like how that will inspire your defense to play at another level.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that's J.J. Redick. We got to give him some credit.
Yeah, facts.
We got them boys. They playing scrappy. Yeah, they hustling. they rotating well on defense. And
They
then
believe in the game plan.
And then offensively, like it's one thing where you have a coach where we got these star players and they kind of just run the show. Yeah. It don't seem like that for the Lakers. It seems like you got the star players, obviously LeBron and Luka, but J.J. Redick got a big influence on what's going on. Yo, hey, get back on defense. Hey, move the ball.
Yeah.
Play with some energy. Play with some effort. And you see the difference. It's a lot of sets I was watching last night. Because, it's like the easy thing to say is, oh, Luka's getting guys involved, right? And LeBron's this. But it's a lot of sets I'm watching where J.J. Redick's put some great sets together, though, right? And guys are getting involved. Like, even small things like having Vanderbilt throw alley-hoops backside. You would never imagine it because if you watch Vanderbilt his whole career, he's been a defensive guy, right? And I stay in the corner. That's been his thing. We're saying with J.J. Redick, he's actually involved in the offense. Yep. So the Lakers are scary, though. They are looking scary.
Really quick, Slick, before you change to the next topic. Because watching the game, the last two games, LeBron's been the one in the fourth quarter, starting the fourth quarter and really closing the fourth quarter out. Luka's on the bench, comes in for the last 7. How long does that last? When does that change? Because I'm sitting there watching like, LeBron, it should be switched, in my humble opinion. Yeah. You're 26, it should be switched. LeBron should be coming in for them last 7 to finish. I'm just asking, does that change or does it stay like that even in the playoffs and as this goes on? I know that, but Brown is 40.
Well, keep in mind, like, Luka didn't play that part of the season before he got to L.A.
For the trade.
So he's still trying to get in shape. And then if you are closing, you want to know what your guy does. And these guys are still figuring out how Luka plays and how we play off of him.
Gotcha.
And it won't take a whole lot before they get comfortable with that. But for right now, if you're going to close, like, I know what I'm going to get out of LeBron James. I know where he's going to operate. I know what he likes, right? And so it's going to take a little bit of time before they make that.
Are you surprised they mesh so well? Because I am. So quickly, or what it seems. Or have we not even seen the most of it?
You know what? I feel stupid now that I have questions. Because you got two really high IQ guys, and maybe it helped them to a certain extent that people were questioning.
Yeah, I was questioning.
That they could work together, because you want to answer that. Yeah. Oh, you think I can't play with another great player? And so they're now like, watch me get LeBron shots. And LeBron's like, watch me feed Luka, right? So you almost answer that by like they say we're both too selfish.
Yeah.
And that's what's most impressive for me. I said it yesterday with LeBron. Like, LeBron is stepping back. Oh, you want me to spot up? You want I'm going to let you cook? Like, LeBron has always had the ball in his hand.
Can we say this, though, Slick? There was a question yesterday that you kind of was on the other side of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Whose team?
In terms of what?
Whose team?
Whose team?
Whose team?
I mean, Brown the last
Stevie Wonder can see whose team it is today. Him and Ray Charles know whose team it is.
Got your glasses?
But it's
Come on now. I need my...
Okay, hold on.
My Louis Vuittons from yesterday.
Yeah, you need that Stevie Wonder.
Lost him.
But it's why you guys asked the question.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Shouldn't Luka be
That's why
the closer,
I'm like, what's
right?
going
I mean,
on?
we're all waiting for
man.
that to happen. So
not
as
in
of
shape yet,
yesterday, if you want to say that LeBron was LeBron's team, okay, that's fine. But we'll
Can we get to my boys?
Let's
get to my boys.
We're going to stay in the NBA, but we're going to get to your boys. Steph Curry